Hello physics students, this is Dr. Brenzy here. This is another video for lesson 2.2.1 when we were studying pulleys. And I want to give you another scenario on how to set up the Newton's second law equations here. So let's consider a pulley. And this pulley is suspending two strings, and let's say that we're expecting this mass to accelerate this block in the negative a direction. Okay, and if this block accelerates this in the negative a direction, or negative y direction, excuse me, which direction is this block going to accelerate this pulley? Well, that has to be the positive y direction. Okay, so if I have a mass A and a mass B, and I decide to set up their Newton's second law equations, for block A, I would set up negative Fg plus Ft. Well, that's the tension force. Actually, I shouldn't call that Fb, I should call it Ft. So let's back that up. Let's call that Ft. That's the tension force in the cable. Equals mass times acceleration, except that should be negative acceleration, negative a. So I'm going to put minus a right there. Okay, and for block B, we have gravity also working, and we have the tension force. And I'm going to back that up and call that Ft. So we have the same tension force, and that's acting in the positive y direction, equals mass times, and for this one I'm going to put positive a, mass times acceleration. So this is how I would set up these equations here. Now you might be asking, well, Dr. Brenzy, what if we have a situation where we don't know which block is going to accelerate up and which one's going to accelerate down? So when you go to solve these equations, you're going to get an answer that is either positive or you could get an answer where A is negative. Okay? So if you get a value of A that is positive, that means that you guessed correctly. That means that you guessed that it really is this block that is accelerating in a negative A direction. So if A is positive, you guessed right. Okay, which means that A is accelerating down. Okay, now if A happens to be negative when you solve these two equations, or solve this system of equations, excuse me, then you guessed wrong. You guessed wrong, and all that means is that A is accelerating up. Okay. All right, so that's another example of a pulley problem that you run into, and how to set it up, how to set the equations up, F net equals ma, and how to interpret the acceleration that you get out of that. Okay, class of 2015, I hope you found this video helpful and look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.